Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here, and on a topsy-turvy Thursday. Normally we have Battle Royale first, but we're having pick and mix first today because I record this in the morning and I don't want to be getting Dave out of bed unnecessary because we're going to be doing a review of the first round. So we're going to kick off today with pick and mix, and it's in the camera's view, and today we're going to have a look at quite a controversial DVD. It is available on Blu-ray, but at nearly £55 a pop, I ain't got it. Unless someone wants to buy me it as a Christmas present, Iain won't be buying it. It's too much just for something that is not the best quality, as they say. So this is ELO Out of the Blue tour live at Wembley, and it was recorded in 1978 at Wembley Arena. It was the opening night of a charity gala event filmed in the presence of the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, and the band was introduced by Tony Curtis. Now, the stage presence was fantastic. The huge flying saucer with hydraulic lifts and lasers, which was something incredible for 1978. The thing is, with all that metal and fiberglass, the sound, they had difficulty hearing the monitors and keeping time. So backing tapes were used for them to only hear. Unfortunately, those backing tapes came through, and it looks like they are lip syncing. They did try and clean it up for the CD, which I've got, and it didn't work either. So it's a bit of a shame, but that's how the cookie crumbles, as they say. So let's have a look at this. So playing on here, of course, is Jeff Lynne on lead vocals, electric guitar and acoustic guitar. Bev Bevan on the drums, the late Richard Tandy on keyboards and vocoder, Kelly Graukuch, the late great bass player, Mick Kaminsky on the violin, of course, Hugh McDowell and Melvin Gale on the cellos. So this starts off with the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester turning up in a car, and the big thing is what everyone's wearing. They're wearing all these bow ties. Remember all them big frilly shirts with the frills and that. Even one with a beige, and he looked a right plonker. Very 70s. Absolutely hilarious. So then it goes into the introduction by the actor Tony Curtis. It's all right. And then you get the Symphonia Direct Run by Benjamin Britten, and this is where the spaceship opens up and all the gubbins goes on. So then they start playing Standing in the Rain. Yeah, definitely the lip syncing in the backing track can be heard on that. It just sounds too much like the studio version. I mean, Kelly Grouchcut was not very good at lip syncing. He's a little bit out, but there we go. Then we have Night in the City. Now this sounds like the backing track has gone, because it doesn't sound nothing like the studio version, and it's pretty good actually. I like that track, and I think it's great live. Then we go to Turn to Stone. Back comes the lip sync in the backing tracks. It's so funny to watch now. Then we have from a New World Record, Tightrope. Definitely being played. The backing track's gone. Absolutely cracking. Then they do Telephone Line, which is probably one of the best versions on this best version of this song I've heard on this album. It's really good. The keyboards sound great from Richard. It's really, really good. Then we go back to the Out of the Blue for a bit of Wild West Hero, and that's definitely being played. There's no backing track on that. Then we have Showdown. Great play live. Now you can tell it's been played live, because I've never Bev Bevan. I mean, he hits them drums so hard. I mean, I've seen him play a few times, and it is really good. Then Bev gives a little 1-minute talk and how humble he is and all that sort of good stuff. Then we go for a bit of Sweet Talking Woman, little bit of backing track on that in places. Then we go to from Face the Music, a bit of Evil Woman. I'd say you can hear bits of backing track, but mostly you can hear the band playing. Then the biggest controversy, Mr. Blue Sky. They don't do the whole thing. No, they miss out that wonderful bit at the end. Lots of overdubs on it, of course. But then they do into a real live track, and that's Do Ya from New World Record, and it's great. The drumming from Bev Bevan on that is just fantastic. Great track. Then they do Living Thing. There's nothing false about that either. It's just pure rock. And then we have Roll Over Beethoven. Good version of it, and it's being played. No overdubs, just pure rock and roll from the band. So that's the end of the concert. But on this DVD, you get little promo videos for the album Discovery, and which is pretty cool. So you get, it's just them in like a studio, and it's definitely the album. But it's great to see. You get Shine a Little Love, Confusion, Need Her Love, the wonderful Diary of Horace Wimp, Last Train to London, a little bit of Midnight Blue, Wishing, and Don't Bring Me Down. So I remember watching this when it was on TV as a lad, and I thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So when they brought out the DVD or the VHS video, I went and brought it, and I was so disappointed, because that's when I discovered that a lot of it was overdubbed. I brought the album thinking that, we've improved the sound. Not a thing. I've never watched the Blu-ray because it's just far too expensive. I keep looking for it in second hand, because you just don't know, someone might have thing. But I mean, I saw ELO a few times, and I know they can play these tracks live. I mean, one of the best versions of Stand in the Rain was done by the ELO Part 2, because Kelly hits them real high notes. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, so this is just a real disappointment. In fact, and to be quite honest, I don't play it very often. I don't even play the album very often, because it's such a letdown, because on the album you might as well put on Out of the Blue. So, but I do like the promo videos for the Discovery album. That's pretty good. So in the hand, one of the most disappointing DVDs from one of my favourite bands. So I'm only going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.5. So there we go. I'll be back later with Dave for a review of the group stages of this year's Battle Royale, where we will announce who won Group H and the runner-up, and tell you a little bit about the draw for the round of 16. And we've got a special guest at no expense, because he does it for the love. So we'll tell you all about that. So we'll see you later. Bye for now. Hopefully it'll be a bit later when me and Dave come on. Bye for now.